Missing woman's roommate realizes cops know about the chainsaw. That's very, paints a very vivid picture. Let's see what's going on.
27th, 2022. It's December 27th, 2022, at an apartment complex in Orlando, Florida, where a woman reports that her roommate has been missing since Christmas.
Wait a minute.
Reports that her
Orlando?
roommate has been missing.
I feel like I feel like my auntie live over there, right there. I feel like, bro, yo, bro, what year is this? 2022, yo, I feel like my auntie live right up over there. She lived right up over there. Right up over there. Right up over there. Like, when I say right up over there, right up over there.
Since Christmas.
Like, I know this, yo. Like, alright.
Hello. What we need?
Hello. Hey, how are you? Hello. Hi, baby.
Police meet their caller, seen here, and identify her as 39-year-old Giselle Victoria Gonzalez, who told police she hasn't seen or heard from her roommate, Rooney Liedi Medina Pacheco, for days. Investigators also learned the missing woman's son had not heard from her either, which, according to an arrest report, was highly unusual for the family.
You run away?
Due to the
people who can't control their dogs, it's one of the most annoying things ever, my nigga. Like, gosh, I hate
circumstances, Giselle successfully filed Rooney as a missing person.
Like, why is your dog humping me and you're not doing nothing about it? Like, anyway.
1 week later, investigators questioned Giselle again. An arrest affidavit shows Giselle told investigators she last spoke to Rooney on Christmas Eve and had heard her talking on the phone on Christmas morning before leaving her room around 1 p.m. when she says she noticed her roommate was gone. Giselle also said the pair, both from the Dominican Republic, had gotten into a heated argument a week prior to Rooney's disappearance. The fight was allegedly over $3,000 of Rooney's money, but suddenly went missing while the roommates were preparing to send packages to the Dominican Republic. One of Rooney's co-workers would later...
Yeah, $3,000? Yeah, that's, I mean, if you're living in those apartment complexes, you know, they're nice, don't get me wrong, but it's like, niggas don't have $3,000 to just throw away. You know, so... yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Tell detectives that Rooney believed Giselle had taken the money and threatened to call police. As the investigation continued, detectives noted that Rooney's employer and her family had still not heard from her, and her passport had not been used. Rooney's mother also told detectives she called her daughter on Christmas Day when she said an unknown female answered, quote, in an aggressive manner, saying Rooney could not come to the phone, before hanging up. Investigators would later track Rooney's cell phone movements, which they said matched with Giselle's location and movement, including on Christmas Day when that call was placed. But the suspicious circumstances don't end there. A day before Rooney was reported missing, investigators discovered Giselle had allegedly stopped at a Lowe's where they said surveillance footage shows her purchasing a chainsaw before heading over to a Walmart where she allegedly bought trash bags, rubber gloves, and Dawn dish soap. That takes us to February 15th, 2023, when detectives decide they have plenty more to talk to February 15th.
Wait a minute.
Shows her purchasing a chainsaw at a Lowe's, where they said surveillance footage shows her purchasing a chainsaw.
Oh, okay, surveillance footage. I was like, okay. Because I was like, damn, did she pay in cash? Like, if you're going to do something like that, you probably wouldn't pay in cash. But if they got you on surveillance, then you're done for.
Before heading over to a Walmart, where she allegedly bought trash bags, rubber gloves, and Dawn dish soap. That takes us to February 15th, 2023, when detectives decide they have plenty more to talk to Giselle about.
Have you heard anything? No. No?
Hey, can you call me some good news?
No, I was hoping so too. So, what time do you get going to work today?
Huh?
What time do you get done today? ¿A qué hora sale el trabajo hoy?
Ya casi.
Ya, ¿cómo que hora?
Ya voy a salir casi ya. Ya a las 5, 10 minutos.
Oh, okay. She said like 10 minutes. We'll wait for your time.
Okay.
Yeah, is that okay? Okay, all right. Cool. Hablamos para. This is my partner, Elvin. Hola, Detective González. ¿Cómo estás?
Giselle.
Elvin. Giselle. So we get some new stuff. So I was wondering, would you come back to the station?
Tenemos información nueva en el caso, o sea, quieren saber si te puede venir para atrás, para la estación de
¿Para la
nosotros.
estación? Sí.
Sí, hablar con nosotros.
¿A qué hora?
Yeah.
What time?
Sí, ahora sí puede.
No.
Sí tiene.
Giselle agrees to talk to detectives, who escort her to the police station.
Is that okay? All right. So we just want to go over some new things that have come out, and we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to find her still, you know. Maybe you can help us out with some of the stuff that we found. So, okay. So we looked at Rooney's phone locations, right?
Chequeamos todas las locaciones del teléfono de ella.
And if I had to, it looks almost like, well, let me put it this way. On the 26th, the phone shows at a place, okay, at about 6 o'clock in the morning, all right? And it's a store, and so we went to that store, and we have some video from there.
Bro, the way you're delivering this information sucks. Like, you're making this translator work hard for his money, bro. Because, like, can you think about what the fuck you want to say before you say it? Like, just stop and be like, okay, like, how do I want to put this? Because the way you're delivering the information is a whole bunch of run-on sentences. No thoughts are being completed. This is like, come on, bro.
What do you think we saw in that video?
¿Entendiste lo que él dijo?
Que fueron al store, a una tienda.
So the-
Que yo fui.
Imagine doing an interrogation where you need a translator. Like, that just takes all the gas out of it. Like, you say, you did it! Yes, you did! And the translator, you did it! Like, you're screaming and yelling, and then she's just waits for the translator, and then the translator says it, and then she starts crying, like, oh my gosh, no, I did it. It's like a Family Guy skit or something.
Porque ella fue.
She said, I don't know that she was there, or that Rooney was there, or they were there.
Well, I mean, just
Because I said, what do you think the video is going to show? And that's what she just said. She
Okay.
said, I don't know that I was there, or Rooney was there, or we were
well,
both there.
is it both? Were you with Rooney there?
I don't know. Dígame usted.
¿Estaba con Rooney ese día o no?
No.
No.
¿No estaba con ella?
No.
¿No?
But would it show you there?
¿Ah?
¿Tú crees que el video va a enseñar que tú estabas ahí?
Posiblemente. Sí, era. Yo fui a una tienda en la mañana.
Possibility.
Okay. She said she did go to a store in the morning. ¿A qué hora fuiste?
En esos días,
El 26, específicamente el 26.
en la Semoran es una ferretería.
¿Una qué?
Una ferretería.
Fretería.
Es Lowe's.
Oh, Lowe's.
Lowe's o
Sí.
Home Depot, uno de esos.
Okay, so she said she did go to a Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those, on Samurai.
Okay.
Okay.
So you remember that?
Ahora sí.
¿So te recuerdas eso?
Ujú.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yo
What,
fui a una tienda.
do you remember what you bought at the Lowe's?
¿Te recuerdas?
¿Matas?
Pero de motor,
De motor.
Okay, so she said she bought a machine that has a motor to cut like trees and plants and stuff.
Do you remember going anywhere else now that we're asking? Do you remember going anywhere else now that we're asking? Like before work? Did you go anywhere else?
No.
No.
So the day,
Did she go to Walmart on the 26th?
fuiste a Walmart el día 26.
Sí.
For what?
Okay.
¿A qué hora? Sí, antes de entrar a trabajar creo que sí fui a Walmart.
She said
Pero
she thinks she went before
no
she went to
compré.
work on that Monday.
For what? What did she buy?
¿Y qué compraste en Walmart?
No llegué a comprar nada, creo.
She said she didn't think she bought anything.
She didn't buy. So why did you go? What did you go for?
You don't think
you
you
go
bought
back.
anything?
Okay. She said she went to Walmart trying to get the same thing she bought at Lowe's, the machine she
¿Cuál
bought
es
at
más
Lowe's.
barato?
But she bought it at Lowe's. Why would she go to Walmart to try and buy the thing that she just bought at Lowe's?
Well, she didn't remember if she went to Walmart first or Lowe's first.
Okay. So she's saying she didn't buy. Did you buy
She said
it?
she didn't buy anything at Walmart.
Okay.
I think yo no compré nada, creo.
Giselle eventually admits to buying the chainsaw and shopping at Walmart the day before she reported Rooney missing, when the detective reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
You did buy something, see?
Ah, sí.
Do you remember now?
No, ahora sí me recuerdo.
Do you remember?
Ahora
help you.
sí,
Yeah,
pero
yeah.
es
Tell
que
me.
hace mucho.
That's okay. What'd you buy?
¿Qué compraste?
No sé. Seguro
te
algo de ahí del trabajo, no sé.
I don't know.
Plátano, qué sé yo.
No say? I know what no say mean. Yo no say? That's one of my favorite sayings. You know something now. Like, I don't know. Something about her vibe is just a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Something about him just, or her just, it's something just, it don't seem like everything's right up there. Like, murdering someone, it's not even inhumane, okay? Humans have been murdering other humans since forever. Since fucking Cain and Abel. Probably before then. But, you know, that's the first time in recorded history that, you know, it was a murderer. Cain and Abel. But if you're gonna kill someone, you're gonna get a chain. Like, that's pretty demonic. Like, you shooting somebody or you know, fight, you know, punch them to death. Like, alright, but just the chainsaw, like, you're just a sick individual.
What she bought? She said maybe
Ese 2 meses y algo.
Okay. All right. Well, here, let me ask you this question, okay? Because obviously now something's a little off, right? I want to go back to this phone thing because I think we're missing something. You would agree, right? If Rooney's phone is in one place and here you are, and she's not there, what does that mean?
I don't know.
¿Entiendes lo que
What do you
dice?
think it means?
Ella tiene llave para su carro?
No.
Okay. So she's saying maybe she left it in her car because she always leaves her car unlocked. So I asked her, does Rooney have keys to her car? She said, no,
Always
she
mi
always
carro
leaves
está
it
unlocked.
unlocked. I said, but to drive it, do you need keys? She said, yeah. But Rooney doesn't have a key to drive it.
Right? If you had her phone.
I don't
okay.
have the phone.
No, not now. Listen to me. I'm not. Please understand. I'm just trying to understand. If you grabbed her phone, it's okay. We just need to know because. Right? If you had her phone. Okay.
I don't have the phone.
No, not now. Listen to me. I'm not. Please understand. I'm just trying to understand. If you grabbed her phone, it's okay. We just need to know because. That's the only thing that makes sense right now is how did you get her phone? And I'm trying to understand that. So something happened that you got her phone. Would you agree?
Yeah.
¿Entiendes lo que dice?
So let's be real. You had her phone that night. Somebody answered it at the house. That's how somebody answered it. Was it you or who was it that answered the phone? Somebody did.
I don't know.
You start not to know nothing. It's starting to get problematic. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you not think this through? It's like, okay, if the police question me, you know, whatever. I don't, like, you just don't know nothing. Oh, well, now, when I went there, woo, and I answered the phone, but, you know, it was because of this, and you need some type of, I don't know. Shit, bruh, it's looking rough for you.
You know that, though. You know what I'm saying. Listen, it's okay. Who was it? We just need to know who answered.
I don't know.
Okay. You had the phone the whole night, though, right?
In my...
Go ahead. And it was in your...
Just lock her up. Just lock her up off the fear of pure idiocy, like, just off the bullshit, like.
Purse. Okay. How did it wind up in your purse?
She put en la cartera.
She put it in there? Why would she do that?
And
So you're saying she left before? So, okay, so make sure I understand. I just want to make sure I don't want to miss anything. 'Cause
okay.
she comes over there to talk to you. Rooney comes over to talk to you about this money, right? And she's upset about this money. She comes to your house to talk about the money. And she doesn't talk about the money with you. She just leaves.
We don't talk.
Right. So the whole point of her coming over there is to talk to you about the money, but that didn't happen.
Mm.
And then you thought but see, you told me the phone might be in the car, but the whole time you knew it was in your purse.
In the purse.
Right. So you didn't, you don't understand what I'm saying? Like, so now you're saying she put it in there? That just doesn't make any sense. She put it in what else did she put it in your purse and then she left? Does that make a lot of sense to you? That doesn't make any sense. No.
Okay, so she's saying when she woke up on the 25th, Rooney wasn't there, but the phone was, and it was on the table. And so she physically put it in her purse.
Listen, this is really important because, you know, this whole time we've been asking you to try and help us find Rooney, right? And you know that phone would have gone a long way to helping us find her. Then why wouldn't you just tell us about the phone? when we talked to you?
¿Mm?
So, ¿por qué cuando ellos hablaron contigo no le dijiste del teléfono?
No, no. No sé.
She's done, bro. She's done, bro. Like, even if she didn't murder her, the fact that you are this fucking like, just let's just say hypothetically she didn't do it. She actually doesn't know any of these answers. Like, you can't be trusted to like, you're just useless. You don't know nothing. You don't know why you did what you did. You don't know. Just put her behind bars, bro. Like, something, bro.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
No tiene sentido, ¿verdad?
No.
It would almost seem like you're hiding something.
¿Mm?
Why would Rooney think that you took her money?
I don't know.
I don't know.
¿Quién la va a abrir?
Sí. She said she doesn't believe that there was any money. She said if we listen to the conversation she had with her on Saturday, they weren't arguing. They were talking calmly to each other. Rooney was telling her that she was depressed, hadn't eaten in 2 days. And she said that the box was already sealed, and the company sealed it when they got there too. So she's like, there's...
Moments later, another investigator steps in to chat with Giselle before her story starts to unravel.
It gotta be one that speaks Spanish. It has to be. And at this point, bro, get a translator in there that speaks Spanish and put the subtitles at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I've watched Death Note. I know how to read. You know, I know how to read subbed. You know, I'm good. I watched 2 animes. The last one was we're good, bro. Just put it in sub.
So what happened with that money? Did you spend it on...
You brought another English speaker? We need somebody. Alright, we gotta figure this shit out, bro. We gotta figure this shit out. We need somebody who speak Espanol to actually do the interrogating. We need detectives who speak Spanish. Like, let's get on that. This was 2012. We coming up on 2026. Or this is 2022. We coming up on 2026. I hope that, you know, you got somebody.
On electric bill, is there any way to recover any of that money? And if not, it's okay, but I just need to know so we know you're telling the truth about it. Does that make sense?
Entendí la mayor parte.
¿Entiendes?
So talk
Porque
to
eso
me.
es insignificante. Vuelta o lo que
Sí.
pasó. ¿Ah?
Pretendía pagar de vuelta.
Pretendía pagar de vuelta. She did pretend to pay it back.
Okay. All right. So talk to me. What happened? Tell me about the day, so that way I could clear it up for you, and then we could go forward from here.
Tenía que pagar renta.
I had to pay rent.
And that's understandable. I get it. It's a lot.
Ella entiende completamente.
Didn't they just raise the rates in Orlando? Like, it's crazy right now. What happened to you?
I mean, this is pretty good detective work, I feel like. Making the person that you're interrogating or questioning, make them feel comfortable. Like, yeah, isn't the rates, like, really crazy in Orlando? Didn't they just raise it last week? She don't give a fuck. She don't live in Orlando, and if she do, she's not struggling. You know what I'm saying? And she's not worried about them niggas raising rent. She probably got stabilized rent. She probably don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? She probably got a home. She probably has a house in Orlando. You're a detective who lives in Orlando, probably got a house. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really want to rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, let me know so we can clear you. So we know you're telling the truth. Right? Like, make it seem like, you know, it's all good. Just let us know so, you know, and then once you start putting together the story, he said, oh, you said this. But then we went back and we found this. So, well, what is this? You know, how does that make sense? No say. No say, huh? But I say you do say. But I say you do say. So how about you say something to me right now, huh? How about that? Because I don't like when you say no say when you say. And I want you to say what you know. And don't say no say. Okay?
Your hands.
Me quemé
She burned it.
When?
Cuando?
en el trabajo.
At
Cuando?
work?
At work?
So I want to take a step back about the phone and find out what she did to the phone. Because she admitted to taking the phone.
Yeah.
So there was no reason for her to take the phone, but yet she took the phone.
Yeah.
What did she do with it? Or I put it back in the house. There was no reason to take it, but you took it, but there was no reason to leave it, and you left it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why would you take it in the first place if you're going to leave it right behind afterward?
Yeah.
If you're expecting her to call.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. No tiene sentido. He said,
Okay.
si tú lo llevaste cuando no tenía que llevar, ¿por qué lo va a dejar cuando no tiene que dejar? Porque si por acaso ella te va a llamar todavía, ahora más tiempo todavía ha pasado, entonces es más importante tener ese celular si por acaso ella llama. Entonces, ahora es la hora de explicar a mí si tú lo votaste.
Sí, lo voté.
¿Lo votaste?
Sí.
Ok, she threw it out.
Porque después ya comenzaron a... Su hija me estaba amenazando.
I mean, she had motive. She had opportunity. You know what I mean? She bought a chain. What did you do with the chainsaw? Like, you just rent. Like, are they gonna ask that? Like, hey, so what did you end up doing with the chainsaw? Why did you? You know, I know you don't need a chainsaw for work. So what did you do with the chainsaw? Can we see the chainsaw? Where's the chainsaw?
Her daughter was threatening her, so she threw it out.
Yeah. I would be worried.
Eso tiene sentido. Por eso te estoy preguntando. El grandote de condominio. She threw it in the dumpster.
I'm going to ask you this, okay? Because I don't want you to dig a hole with us because we're not the detectives, okay? Is there any way, any chance you still have the phone at all?
¿Alguna chance que por acaso tú tienes celular o sabes dónde podemos encontrar el
Te lo
celular?
juro que no lo tengo.
Because if you're
Lo
nervous,
boté.
hold on.
She threw it out. She's like,
All
I don't
right.
have it.
I just want to make sure because you're like,
Ella
oh
solamente quería
crap,
tener
I have the
certeza.
phone and now I can't say it because I told the detective I didn't have the phone. I just want to make sure because I don't want the detective to find the phone
Lo boté,
anywhere
lo boté.
near your house, your person, anything of that nature.
¿Qué basura? ¿Cuál fue del condominio?
Lo mandé en una caja
¿Tú le enviaste una caja? ¿Para qué? ¿Para dónde?
para Santo Domingo.
She sent it in a box to Santo Domingo. She didn't even throw it out. She told her sister that it was for a person and not to use it.
Giselle's story about Rooney's phone changes multiple times before she admits to sending it to the Dominican Republic after also admitting to taking the money, another major difference in her initial claims.
Atacó.
Esta es la hora.
No me atacó.
Entonces, ¿qué pasó?
No peleamos.
¿Qué pasó con ella?
No sé.
No say, no say, no say, no say, no say, no
What
say,
happened?
no
'Cause I
say.
missed all this.
No
I
sé.
missed all this.
She
What?
left upset.
She left upset. How did you? What was the conversation? Walk me
Ya yo
through.
le
You
dije
wake
ya.
up.
She told me.
Because you're being honest now, right?
Ya yo
Are
te
we-
dije, yo no voy a repetir lo mío.
She's not gonna repeat it.
Okay, so tell me what happened. So you can understand, right?
Sí.
Rooney was apparently approached her at the door. She would not open her bedroom door. And
You
Rooney-
wouldn't open the door, right?
Right. And
Okay. What
Rooney-
time was this?
Around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And Rooney kept questioning her about her money and the fact that she wanted her money, and she told her she would get her the money, but
Okay.
that she didn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
And then after that, according to her, sometime after that, Rooney just left the house. That's why she was saying upset.
Okay.
Should just call the cops.
And that's why, remember in the beginning, I questioned her. Hold on, you never talked to her, but you know that she left upset.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's possible. You can not talk to somebody and notice that they're upset. I mean, you know, that's what women do all the time, or they want you to do. Like, hey, you know, I noticed you know, the way you ate your, you know, lasagna was a little angry, you know?
then that's when I brought up, hey, listen, she's not going to just leave her phone. She's going to come back for her phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
So I'm just playing this out, right? Giselle, I want to talk to you. Open the door. I came here.
It would have been so cool if she did it in Spanish. Yo quiero caminate. Por favor. That's the best I can do. No quiero caminate. That's the best I could do.
Come out here. No, I don't want to talk to you.
Ir
We
afuera.
talked through the door. Okay, well, where's my money, Giselle? Where'd you
wait.
put it? I don't.
¿Quieres caminar? Alright, I'm done. My bad.
I don't want to talk about it right now, okay? Do you see how this conversation's going right now, Giselle? This doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be opening the door.
Yo voy a forzar esa puerta abierta.
I'm gonna be opening the
Yo
door.
quiero mi plata y yo voy a forzar esa puerta abierta.
Hey, I told you I don't want to talk about this right now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm getting upset because she's still knocking, banging on my door.
Ella no va a parar de pegar esa puerta porque ella quiere hablar contigo, te va a confrontar, se puso nerviosa y tú abriste la puerta para, mira, párate con esa bobada, yo te voy a coger tu plata.
I wonder, as a detective, right? Because they're all detectives. Like, if you're not a detective, what the fuck are you? Right? So, obviously, they're all detectives. Right? You have motive. You have opportunity. You have fallacies within the stories and inaccuracies. You have blatant lies. You have thievery. You have a purchase of a chainsaw, plastic bag, and rubber gloves. I mean, you have a stolen cell phone. You have like 1,000 no says. Like, what do you still need from her? Maybe she slip up and give you some type of information, but at this point, it's like, you know she did it. You know she did it. You know she did that shit. You know she killed her. So it's like, I don't know.
On the flip side, Rooney's over here.
Ella trató de
Let
romper esa
me
puerta porque
in.
le da
I
la
want to
puerta,
talk to
la
you
puerta
about
se
this
rompe
money.
fácil.
Right?
Esa puerta con un poquito de fuerza se abre.
She has her phone on her. She's not just gonna leave, put her phone down, walk out.
Okay, me pregunta, ¿ella me va a poner una máquina o ella va a estar...
If you're
No
gonna put her
entiendo.
in the machine or what you're gonna keep doing.
I'm just, this doesn't make sense to
me la
me.
pregunta
What did
ya.
she just say?
Or what you're gonna keep. If
No
you're gonna put her
entiendo.
in the machine or what you're gonna keep doing.
I'm just, this doesn't
What do
make
you mean put you in the machine? Like, you've changed the story 3-4 different times. Even if we put you in the machine and all of the shits come true, you've said 4 different stories and not all of them can literally be true. So at the point that there's nothing good that can come from, there's nothing useful for anybody that can come from putting you on the machine because you've told different stories. So if they all come back true, we know you're lying. We know you just know how to pass the test. If they all come back false, we know you're lying. It doesn't matter what the machine says. We know you're lying. So, like, come on.
sense
Ah,
to
me la
me.
pregunta ya.
I don't have to
Ella
put you on a
sabe
machine to
más
tell
que
you
yo.
that you think this
Que
isn't
me
the
haga la
honest
pregunta, me tengo que
truth.
hacer ya, porque repetir lo mismo, ya viene y repite lo mismo,
Giselle.
repite lo mismo, repite lo mismo.
I could repeat. We're having you repeat this over and over again because you haven't been truthful from us from the very get-go.
Eso me estresa que me estén repitiendo la misma
It's
cosa.
stressful because
Tú
you've
has
been
mentido
lying.
desde el principio, tú has mentido.
Pero ok, pero ya te dije. O sea, no entiendo.
You haven't been honest with us from the get-go.
Tú no eres una persona de confrontar, tú no eres una persona de estresar, medir.
I don't need to
Yo
hook
sí-
you up to
yo
a
me
lie
estreso.
detector machine for you to tell me that you haven't been
presión
telling me
de
the complete
estrés,
truth.
mi
¿Sabes qué
presión
pasó
de
este
estrés.
día?
In light of Giselle's statements, a search warrant for her cell phone and apartment is granted.
Sí,
Ball
si
game.
hay una orden.
Ball game.
Anyone in the apartment? Orlando police, anyone in the apartment?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. She sent that $3,000 to DR. Niggas is eating swell. Krispy Kreme jeans. My dogs want to kill 12. Shout out, Jaco.
Orlando police, is anyone in the apartment?
La policía.
¿Qué es lo que pasa?
La policía a la puerta.
An arrest affidavit shows that Giselle allegedly made multiple alarming searches around the time of Rumi's disappearance, including
Prices for electric saw. Oh, she's done. This bitch is stupid. What do they do with the trash in Orlando? This is funny as shit. What side of the body the orita is on? What is an orita?
The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small
cast off stains resulting from a swinging object. Despite Giselle's conflicting statements and evidence found on her cell phone and in her apartment, the 39-year-old is let go, while Rooney remains missing. Nearly 2 years pass before detectives track down Giselle once again, this time nearly 1,200 miles away in Hartford, Connecticut.
Hi, ma'am. Is it Giselle, right? Okay. So I'm Detective Noel. Okay. I have a couple of detectives here with me from Orlando. Okay.
How are you?
So I have
Yes.
I have a search warrant to take your DNA.
Okay.
Okay, but we have to do it at the police department.
Okay, I have to go now?
Yes.
Hi. Yes. We have to go now?
Yes, we have to go now. Yes.
In the car or I go with you or?
You can drive
Follow
us,
you?
but you got to follow us and stay with us. Okay. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pull in front of you. Detective Thomas is going to stay behind you, and we'll all go together. Okay. But just do me a favor, make sure you follow us. Okay.
I follow
Okay.
you.
All right. And when we get to the police department, we're going to explain everything to you. Okay.
I got a whole new life in Connecticut. Wow. Okay.
Do you want to?
Giselle is escorted to a police station, where this time, detectives have even more to talk to her about.
I bet they
You told a
do.
couple people you had a fight, right? We talked to some neighbors upstairs. We got a lot of stuff to indicate there was a.
Is her English better now? Is there a translator there? I ain't gonna lie. A few years later, the English is that. I'm impressed. I ain't gonna lie. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. If so, that's impressive because I've been taking Spanish since I was 14, and I still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really have no dialogue. I can say something to you, but you can't say shit to me because I don't know what the fuck you saying. I'm gonna get my shit off, and, you know, hopefully you appreciate that I spoke Spanish to you and shit like that. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna have to shut this down.
Fight there. You guys had a fight. That's okay. You can have a fight with somebody.
Yeah, everybody fight.
Sure. So who hit? So like, who put hands on who first? Did she get at you first? Did she come at you?
English banging.
Yes.
Okay. What did she do to you? She hit you?
Galleta, una galleta.
Okay, so inicialmente tú estabas en el cuarto cuando ella llegó, ¿correcto? Sí, pero so I was asking her at what point did she come out of the room? Because initially she told us you were talking to her to the door, and then at what point did you come out? Because she said that she smacked her.
No
So what
puedo
point did
eso.
you come
Yeah,
out?
that's fine.
I
And
can't
then-
do
Well,
something.
just have her tell us what happened. Just tell us she hit her. Where did she hit her? And just tell us what happened. Walk us through. She hit her. We'll get to the when she came in the room. Fine, that's
So-
later. But she hit her.
I'm trying to understand, like, okay, what if she don't give y'all nothing? Like, oh, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Because if it's years later, I'm not going to lie, I don't. If it's me, I don't remember shit. Like, I'm just going to give it a bug. So, y'all asking me a month later, I'll give y'all something. Y'all asking me 2-3 years later, I swear I don't remember. I don't. Like, like, eyewitness is so unreliable because niggas don't even remember shit that happened a week later. You're asking me 2-3 years later. I can't really help you, my nigga. Like, I understand what y'all trying to do, and I get it, but you asking me all these years later, bro? Like, come on, bro.
¿Qué pasó?
Ay, no recuerdo ya. Yo trato como de bloquear como todas esas cosas, o sea.
So she's saying, she's like, I'm not an aggressive person unless you push me there.
Sure.
And I told her, I was like, yeah, that's
That's why
normal.
we're asking you,
Eso es normal.
right?
So
That's
si ella
it.
vino allá a tu casa enfogonada por el dinero.
Ya, no sé
I
más.
want to take these classes these detective niggas take. Just to, like, what is the mindset behind the detective? Because he's acting like he's on her side when he's not. They all know, they all suspect that she did it, right? That's why she's continuously being questioned and all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But he's like, yeah, you know, that, you know, we know. Like, you can have, like, you know? So I wonder, what's the protocol? What's the procedure? What do they teach you when you're being a detective? Like, if and when do you flip the switch? You know, is that shit in the movies all like, we know you did it. Just a minute, I didn't do it. We know you did it. Is that fabricated? Or is there a situation, right? Like, I feel like you got to do that. I would imagine you do that when there's no evidence. They got nothing, right? They just want you to have a confession. That's what I would imagine. But I don't know.
Okay, so she's saying, yeah, they fought, and then after the fight, she left, and she left her phone in the apartment. Okay, so she's saying that they were punching each other, hitting each other. I asked her, did anybody pick up anything? She said that Rooney hit her with a purse. She was swinging her purse, and it was very heavy. I said, well, did you pick up anything? She said, no, I didn't pick up anything.
Now, Giselle admits the pair did come to blows, a direct contrast of her 2022 claim.
So actually, I said, what stopped the fight? She's like, she didn't remember. She was like, we just stopped. I was like, well, what happened? Did she go to her room? Where did she go after the fight finished? Did she leave right away? She said no. She was like, I went to my room, and then I said, well, where did she stay at? She was like, she stayed in the living room. She's like, I think she went to her room and maybe the bathroom, and then she left, and she left the phone in the house.
Right. So she left. And the phone's there. Right. Tell me about the cameras that you had in your apartment at the time that happened. Where did they go after that? You had cameras in the apartment.
Yeah,
And they weren't just in your bedroom, they were in the living room.
In my bedroom.
And you had one in the living room.
No, I sent to my sister.
So you have those cameras there, right? And you sent them to the DR?
Sí, my sister. Not my sister, to my mom. In the box.
Same box with the chainsaw?
There?
Same box with the chainsaw?
La misma caja con el cortador que compraste.
No, porque el otro era para allá, para la casa, para la otra casa.
¿Qué otra casa?
Donde mi abuela vivía.
De tu tío. But she said no, that was in a different box. So that was
to your grandma's house?
Yeah, to the grandma's house.
Okay.
So she's trying to say the cameras weren't working, and I'm asking. I said the cameras are working very well. I said because it recorded before and recorded after. I said it even recorded the day you shipped the cameras out.
Yeah.
I said, it was you were on the couch on the 27th.
Yeah.
I said so. A, why wouldn't you have told us about the cameras and you just shipped them out? I said, and why is the day of the fight the only day missing on the cameras? And she's like, oh, she kept kind of say that the cameras weren't working right. I was like, no, they're working very good. It has a lot of recording on it.
I'll show her.
I said, but it doesn't have that day. She's like, well, it has a memory card, right? I was like, yeah, it does. I said, and it recorded before and after.
Right.
So she's like, oh, well, I don't know.
Investigators said they tracked down the missing cameras and reviewed the SD cards, revealing a day of footage missing, conveniently covering the time period of the alleged fight.
Truth doesn't change.
La verdad no cambia.
But when you tell things that aren't true, you have to remember what you said.
Pero cuando empiezo a hablar mentira, tienes que recordarte de la mentira.
Sure, you didn't tell us about the phone. What you told us when we sat and talked to you and you raised your hand and swore to tell the truth wasn't true. Okay? However, you also told one of the chefs from Made in Puerto Rico, in a text message, to call her phone. And that's a couple days after. So you knew you had her phone then. You knew you had her phone. See, the thing is, you knew you had her phone that night on Christmas Day because you answered it, remember? We already discussed this, didn't we? At 9 o'clock at night, when her mom called, you answered her phone. You remember telling us that.
Have you ever heard...
I wonder if she's scared. She doesn't appear to be nervous or anything like that. She's just like, I mean, you kill a motherfucker with a chainsaw, like, yeah, you want to talk about ice in the veins? Real ice cold blooded killer, nigga.
Like, blood doesn't go away, like, no matter how much you clean it, or what you, to the naked eye, it's gonna look like it disappears. Like,
is that true?
But it doesn't disappear. She's like, yeah, well, to the naked eye, yeah, it looks like it'll disappear.
I didn't know that.
¿Quién te ayudó a limpiar?
Nadie.
¿Tú limpiaste toda esa sangre sola?
Oh, she looking concerned.
Sí.
So I asked her who up to clean. She said, no, but I said, so you cleaned all that blood by yourself? She said, yeah. So I said, oh, this is blood. I said, this was against the wall. So I said, you had to physically move that to clean that. She's like, oh, yeah, we were fighting everywhere. I was like, yeah, but I said, this is only what was left after cleaning. I said, so do you don't think that's a lot of blood for somebody? That's a serious injury? She was like, yeah, serious cut.
Cut. Giselle,
cut.
You don't forget a fight like this.
So that's what I was telling her. I was like, I said, all this blood is not something you forget about.
No.
I said, you said you weren't bleeding a lot. You said she wasn't bleeding a lot. I said, but all this blood, you're going to remember where that blood came from. I said, if you clean up all this blood, you're going to specifically remember that blood. I said, you want to forget. I said, but you didn't forget. You know.
She looked nervous now.
Nosebleeds don't cause this kind of blood.
She looked scared.
She
like, damn, I'm about to get caught up. I thought I was scot-free in Connecticut. Sí, loca, Connecticut. Muy bien.
This is your bedroom door.
Yeah, aquí fue que empezó.
Yeah.
Aquí
Look at cleaning. See?
Ahí fue que empezó la pelea.
Look at.
No sé.
She never watched Dexter, but that's how you know she fucked. You supposed to have plastic around the crib. Especially you chainsaw the bitch, bro. Like, come on, bro. You a fucking amateur. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even watched Dexter like that, and I watched a few episodes, but if you watch a few episodes of Dexter, you're gonna know, the plastic coming out, saran wrapping and everything, niggas get tied up to a table and shit like that. You gonna talk to a nigga for real, and, you know, whatever. Like, you just did it in the open, thought you could. Amateur.
Whose blood is this?
No te sé cuál de las dos.
Huh?
No sé de las dos.
Of the between the two?
She said she don't know which of the two that would be.
I'll tell you, we did testing on it. It's Rooney's.
Ya lo mandaron.
Rooney's.
Ya lo probaron.
¿Eso es de Rooney?
Es de la sangre de Rooney.
Where's that?
¿Qué parte de la casa es eso?
Ma, esa es la entrada.
¿Y qué es esto?
Arriba,
El techo.
el techo.
The ceiling, she said.
On the ceiling.
No.
We were fighting everywhere. I was like, me and you can go blow for blow right now. I can give you the hardest punch in the world, and your blood's not going to fly up to the ceiling.
Bueno, pues,
I said, that's not a normal place for blood to go flying.
Right.
pues hazme la prueba a ver cuál de
Oh, she's scared now. I see it in her face. She's getting nervous. She's like, damn, I'm fucked. I'm screwed.
lado es. O sea,
Ya
pero-
sabemos de quién es la sangre.
Oh,
Es de Rooney.
ya.
Confronted with photos of the scene and the alleged cleanup attempt, Giselle sticks to her story of not knowing where Rooney is. But next, detectives reveal even more disturbing details.
I talked to her mother, where the boxes went to, and two of her uncles, and nobody got a chainsaw. There was no chainsaws in that box. She's not allowed to send chainsaws in that box. We checked with the shipping
Tu
company.
hermana y dos tíos tuyos. Y hablamos con la compañía y
Why are you stressed, brother? What is making you so stressed out? I mean, this like, if this is stressing you out, I mean, granted, it's probably a stressful job, but like, this gotta be one of the easiest cases, bro. Like, we just gotta find the body. Like, we know the chainsaw didn't go, blood on the ceiling. Like, I mean, there's not like you got a lot of suspects here. Like, we don't really know. We gotta, like, come on, man.
No, porque yo no digo, no se dice que tú pones la caja. Porque después te cobran impuestos.
What's she said?
because I told her, I said, the shipping company, they don't allow you shipping. She said, oh,
Yo
you don't
puse-
tell them what's in it because then they're charging.
No, see, but they open them all in customs
Huh?
down there. And
Lo abren allá cuando llega.
we checked on that.
Sí, después te
Abren
cobran.
la caja.
Pero el generador tiene que estar allá.
No, tell her we checked on that.
No.
Remember? We talked to the lady. You were with me. Lady said they open all the boxes when they get to the DR for customs.
Pero sí, el
No,
generador.
she's trying to say that at customs they steal stuff, is what she's trying to say.
I mean, that's as good as any. That's as good as any.
That's why it never got to her mom's house.
Te voy a decir algo.
This I was like, someone nervous doesn't lie. They tell
Why
the
did
truth.
you search what happens to the trash?
¿Por qué buscaste qué pasa con la basura?
You know why, nigga.
No sé.
Do they need a confession? Like, what is the point in all this? Like, I really want to know.
She said, I don't know.
You don't know? Does that make any sense to you?
Talk to me.
Like, what was your fascination with with what happens to the trash? And
Talk to me. Talk to me. Cálmate, por favor. Mi amiga. Ay, Dios mío.
the United States of America and trash in Orlando. Like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
See, I'll say something like that in Spanish. Don't say nothing back, though, because I don't know what you're saying. I just know what I'm saying. And I know I said it with a good accent. That's it, bro. So, you know, let's leave it there. Let's quit while we're at it.
¿Qué pasaba con la
The same day they
basura
decided
de
to
Orlando?
be charitable to an uncle that you never even talked to and buy a chainsaw for.
Yo creo que fue en el trabajo que. No sé, quizás estábamos hablando algo.
She just said because maybe she
No
looked it up from
recuerdo.
work.
Because why?
She maybe
No
looked it up because of work.
What does that
Quizás,
have to
no
do with
recuerdo.
anything?
Ahí donde yo trabajaba, no sé.
This time, Giselle isn't able to talk her way out of it and is booked for second-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, and grand theft.
How long is she going to wait for her?
Court records show she pleaded not guilty to the charges and is expected back in court this winter. At last check,
This winter? When does this video come out? A month ago? Oh, okay. We coming up right on that shit right now.
Rooney remains missing.
Who killed that girl? Did they ever find the chainsaw? Like, what's going on?
You speak English?
Poquito.
Muy poquito.
Muy poquito.
It's
Este
okay.
es mi número de teléfono. ¿Puedo tenerlo?
They'll write it down, they'll keep them.
¿Me lo guarda? Porque yo no. Esto solo no.
Sí, te lo guardo. Y te lo
Cuando
escriban.
necesito. Ajá.
Oh, where's Contreras? I need more Spanish fluent speaking here.
Stole her money, killed her. Like, I'm saying it wasn't bad enough you stole the bread. Like, yeah, I stole the bread. What's up? Like, yeah, nigga, I stole the money. Niggas needed that. Keep saying, I need that. I'm saying, but you had to kill her? Like, come on, money. Now we crossing lines we can't cross. $3,000, you can give that back. Plus tax, plus interest. You ain't got no ability to give nobody their life back. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, I wonder what was the procedure. Like, could they have just arrested her, or I don't know. But yeah.